Hi there, Robert Wolf here with Terra Firma Business and Financial Consultants. I'm an asset coach and a tax strategist, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Asset Coach and Tax Strategist. Our goal for this channel is to really assist you and help you as a business owner understand various aspects of not running your business. We're not going to tell you how to run your business, but more importantly, how do we manage cash flow? How do we increase cash flow? How do we utilize your business cash flow to grow your wealth? Not just grow your business, but grow your wealth. How do we diversify out of your business? And those are the goals for this channel. So if you like this channel, go ahead and give us the thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe, hit the little bell, so as we update videos, you get an update for us as well. So videos that we're going to do is really going to be based on our book, Economic Termites. So we're going to talk about different economic indicators or things that pop up, whether it's talking about taxes, inflation, different time issues, laws and regulations, and debt. And so those are the major economic termites. And so as the government news comes out, and that's based on those things, we're going to talk about that on this channel. So here, today's video, I really want to focus on some things that we have learned. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be specific to your business, but things we've learned over the last 20 years working with business owners, and kind of getting an idea and really what the model of our business is and what we're trying to do and why we started our channel. So at the end of the day, we found that really the most important thing is your cash flow. I know that makes it really kind of seems like, well, duh, obviously it is. But I want to dive a little bit deeper in understanding cash flow. Now, we have a ton of videos talking about the difference between income and cash flow. And so I want to specifically talk about cash flow. And cash flow really is like the lifeblood of your business, right? So blood in our body flows through our body. It's what keeps us alive. And that blood carries what? Oxygen, proteins, good fats, bad fats, and some of us may have a little more of that than when we need to. But you get the point. The flow of the blood in our body is really what's key to keeping us alive, right? And all the organs and all the other parts of our body is what allows us to be functional day to day. Now, the cash flow in your business is the same thing. And so it's funny because when we talk to a lot of business owners and we ask them, so give us your thoughts or what do you feel about taxes? Do you feel like you're paying too much in taxes? And invariably, most of them say yes. And when I say most of them, all of them say yes. And here's why. They feel like they're paying too much in taxes. And it's more of a concept, because the next question I usually ask is, well, what's that mean to you? How much are you overpaying in taxes? And most of the time, when I say most of the time, I mean every time, business owners don't have quite a dollar amount or an understanding of what that means. And it's not because they're not smart enough or anything like that. You're focused on your business, right? You're growing your business. It's your tax professionals, CPAs, or your tax prep, or your accountant, or whoever's doing your tax stuff. It's their job to know that and to tell you. But what we have found, and why we exist, and why this channel exists, and why our model exists, is because we found the majority of the time that's not happening. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about cash flow. At the end of the day, you're not upset about taxes, right? When you feel like you're overpaying in taxes, that's not what's making you mad. Now, I know I probably just said something that made you mad, because obviously taxes are a big issue. But it's not that taxes are an issue. They're an expense line. Think about it. When you generate revenue, you have sales, you sell a product or a service, and your business generates sales, revenue, and those dollars go into your bank account. From that dollars in that bank account, you have to pay for expenses. So business owners don't like what? Insurance either. Why? Because a lot of times there's not a return on those dollars because you're not filing claims, you're not having issues, but you're required to have insurance. So it's an expense that goes out the door. And yes, every year you try to minimize that expense as best as you can, but you really don't have a control over it, right? The costs are the costs. Now, the same thing is with taxes, right? So your cash flow is going to pay for taxes. Now, you do have control over the amount of taxes you pay. Now, you may not feel like that because you've talked to your CPA, you've talked to your accountant, you talk to your professionals, and you ask them every day, there's got to be a way for us to minimize our tax liability. And what's their response? Mr. Business Owner, Mrs. Business Owner, we're doing everything we can, which is an accurate statement. They are doing everything they can, right? There's not a secret tax savings drawer right here. This is not a secret tax savings drawer that they're not giving you those tax savings, right? They're giving you everything that they're trained to know and give you. Here, let me expand on that a little bit more, okay? Think about it from this perspective. If you're having a heart issue, a little pain in your chest or something to that effect, you're going to go to your primary care, right? And what's your primary care doctor going to do? He's going to refer you to a cardiologist. Well, but my primary care is a doctor. Why can't he help me? Well, because he's not trained in that area of medicine. So he's going to send you to another doctor who is trained in that area. The same is true for taxes and accounting. You and I as business owners, we start our business. In that first year, we generate revenue, we have expenses. We look at our taxes and go, man, you know what? I'm probably not going to do this on my own. I need to hire someone to do it. And so you hire somebody, and they do a great job. But all of a sudden, guess what? Over the years, your business continues to grow. Okay? Now, does your tax liability grow? Yeah, it does. And then all of a sudden, you start feeling that pinch. And it's because your cash flow is paying for that expense. The same thing if insurance costs go up. Same thing if employee costs go up, right? When expenses go up, you feel the pinch as a business owner. You're sacrificing certain things, okay? So what we want to make sure we understand is that it's not necessarily that you're paying taxes. It's not knowing what amount and how to control it. And that's where we come into play. And so we have certain tools that we utilize. Cash flow to wealth buckets is a process and a tool to figure out, hey, do you want taxable income or tax-free income? Do you want to know how much you're overpaying in taxes? Yes, I do. So it's a process to take you from conceptual of, yeah, I'm paying too much in taxes. So we shift from conceptual to reality. We're going to show you that number. We're going to give you an idea of what that number is on an annual basis. And then we're going to translate that to what? How much that overpaying in taxes is going to cost you for now until you retire or sell your business. Okay? But not only just that, we're going to show you how much extra income that you're passing through your business in your tax return that's causing that extra taxes. Okay? And so our process is going to lead you through that. So it's basically doing what? Well, we're making sure your cash flow, your blood is healthy. Okay? We're going to reduce the fatty foods we're going to eat, right? We're going to take more vitamins. We're going to do some exercising. Okay? And our blood is going to still flow, but all of a sudden our blood gets healthier because we get healthier. The same thing with cash flow. If we understand the expenses, right? Insurance, a lot of times you don't have control over those costs. Okay? Taxes, you do. You actually do. The tax code is written for you, the business owner. Okay? The key here is when you look at the wealthy, they have tax teams. They have specialized tax people who understand the tax code in different areas. Why? Well, because tax savings, not having to pay that expense, is a reduction of expenses, which increases your cash flow, which is your rate of return. And that's essentially what we do. So we want to make sure you understand that. Now, there is a difference between cash flow and income. Okay. And a lot of business owners, when they talk about things, they don't necessarily talk about cash flow, and they do from cash flow management, that kind of stuff. But a lot of times it quickly shifts or reverts over to income. And the moment you start using the term income, what you are talking about is taxes, because the IRS taxes income. So we have a saying in our business, income is taxable, cash flow is plannable. So when you talk to one of us, an asset coach and tax strategist at Terra Firma, and you're going to have a conversation with us, you're going to hear, or watch one of our videos, you're going to hear us say, hey, income is taxable, cash flow is plannable. Okay? Why? Well, because the moment you take cash flow and that you designate that as income, and the way the tax forms are designed is to designate cash flow as income. Why? Because the IRS government needs tax revenue. It's very, very simple. The government is a business. and they need to generate revenue. And the way they generate revenue is by taxation. Okay. And so it's very simple to understand that. And so what we want you to do is understand, hey, yeah, that's simple. But when at the end of the day, the IRS and the tax code is written for you as a business owner. There's a huge pool of opportunity in the tax code for most business owners to be able to reduce their tax liability. If you're not sure, or you're unsure, you feel like you're overpaying taxes and you don't feel like you're getting that service, fine, reach out to us. Put a message in the comment. Reach out to us. Go to our website, terrafirmaconsultantsllc.com. Reach out to us and let's see what that means. Maybe you're not. Maybe you are paying your fair share and you're just not happy with it, and that's okay too. You don't have to be happy about everything, right? So that's the key here is to understand that we understand cash flow. And that's the key, that what we want to understand this video, or this, more importantly, this channel is going to talk about, and what we try to do. Now, we stay in our lane. So if there's certain areas of cash flow we don't understand, or areas of taxes we don't understand, or all these different layers, guess what? We have a wealth of information in teams throughout the country to be able to assist in areas that we may not be able to assist in. Okay. And so all we want to do is make sure, hey, we understand how cash flow works. So if you have any other questions about that, check out some of our other videos. We have something called the income funnel, and it talks about how cash flow designated as income. Okay. How the tax returns work. If you're not sure why the IRS writes the tax code for you, check out our cash flow quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. We developed a video on that and explaining it from our perspective and how we understand that. If you're uncertain of, why shouldn't I grow my income? Okay. Check out some of our videos on that. Okay. And we'd love to help. And again, like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't like it. Click on the subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the little bell so you get updated. Again, we're going to send updates and notifications and just kind of try to help you understand in very snippets. This is probably the longest video you're going to get. We usually stay within about 10 minutes or less. A lot of times a lot lower, closer to 5 minutes. But I just wanted to spend a little extra time on cash flow because it's so important. So thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Feel free to share this channel with your other business owner clients or your business owner friends or anybody else that you think will find value in this channel. Thanks so much. Once again, my name is Robert Wolf, and I'm with Terra Firma Business and Financial Consultants. Take care.